Hello and welcome to the lesson number 4 of the strings series of our live Python classes. We are waiting for a few people and we will start exactly in 5 minutes. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about string formatting in detail. We will continue our journey to understand more about the string formatting. We'll learn about the escape characters. We'll also learn about the new formatting style, the latest formatting style, which is the F strings. So we will learn about escaping characters, double quotes, new line, and the important ones. And we will also learn about the new formatting style, which is F strings. And I will show you in the end some tips and tricks which you can use to impress your interviewers. We'll be starting in 2 minutes from now. Hi Mohan, welcome back to the live Python session. I hope you are learning. I hope you are enjoying. Okay, so let's get started with strings lesson 4, data science, and we will be discussing escaping characters, raw strings, F strings with various formats. We will do some problems and then we will have tips and tricks by the masters and then the take home assignment. So let's get started with the string formatting. Continued escaping characters. So what are escaping characters? So let me give you an example. So what is basically the issue here? So this is a string, I will be going home. Now if I try to print it, it says invalid syntax. Why? Because this is the character for a string, reserved character for a string, and I have used that in a normal English sentence and that is causing the issue. So how do we fix that? I want to use this character here because that's the correct English, and I also want my string to be syntactically correct. So what I can do is I can use a escaping character syntax. So what can we do is we can just add a backslash here and we can just print it right. So when you add a backslash there, it gets printed correctly. It doesn't raise a syntax error anymore. So to use this character in a string, we need this backslash in front of it. That is called escaping characters. Now same for double quotes. So let's say our string is double quote string. I am going to June and you are awesome. So let's say somebody is saying this sarcastically and he will use these double quotes, but then it would raise a syntax error, right? we need to escape these characters as well. So how do you escape? You put a backslash in front of it. Backslash and a backslash. Now this string would print correctly, right? So that's how you escape the double quotes. That's how you use double quotes in a string, single quotes, new line character. So let's say I am printing this. I am going to new market. So it says, let's print this. When you print this, it will say something like this, right? Why? Because this is a new line character. When you add backslash in front of n, it becomes a new line character. It does not remain the normal n, right? So keep this in mind. So let's say you want to add new market in the next line. So you will use something like this. So this becomes an escape sequence now. So anytime you want to enter a new line in your text string, you just enter a backslash n. Single quote, I have already explained. Let me explain again. So I backslash will be going to Japan, let's say. So it prints correctly. It does not raise any syntax error because we have successfully escaped the character. Tab. Now you want a tab in your string. So I tab go to tab India. Now you have to print this because this is taking a raw string format. Now you have to print it. Let's print this. You can see all the additional spaces between because of the tab that I had inserted. And now what if we want to insert a backslash, right? Backslash has been used to escape other characters, but what if I want to enter a backslash? So let's say this is a string I am new here. Let's say you want to insert a backslash here. What would you do? Right? If you print this string, you are going to see new line character, new line. We don't want new line, we want a backslash. So what would we do? We just escape that using another backslash. So you can see the backslash is here intact. So that's how you escape characters in Python strings. I hope this is clear. Any doubts you can ask in the comment section. Okay, so guys, keep hitting the like button, keep hitting the subscribe button. It gives us motivation to continue. And also helps this channel go to people so that they can also have high quality education for free. This is your contribution to them. They will be thankful for you. So now let's come to raw strings. And there might be situations where you don't want to escape anything. You just want to print the string as it is. You don't want any escape characters doing funny things. You don't want any new line, any new tab. You just want to print the string as it is. So let's first print this. So you can see already there's a new line character and it is causing the line break. I don't want this. I want my string as it is. So what I will do is I will use a raw string. You just copy paste it here. And when you add a R in front of a string, it becomes a raw string. And raw string doesn't consider any escape characters. It prints it as they are. So you can see this, it is printing as it is. No funny business, nothing. Overriding all the escape sequences using the raw string. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now let's come to a new way to format the strings, which is the latest way. And it is also not supported in the older version of Python. It is starting from Python 3.6. So if you have Python 3.6 or above in your machine, you can try this. So these are called F strings, right? Newest way to format strings. So simple example, let's create a variable name winner and F string my name is name, and you just close the string. So you can see it has taken name and put it in place of this placeholder, and the output is my name is a string. Simple F string syntax. You just add a F in front of the string and put your variable inside these curly braces. That's it. You are done. Now what if I want multiple inputs? So let's create multiple variables first. So name is already created, age let's say 3, and goal is to help people win. This is our goal. So now let's create a F string with these multiple inputs. So my name is name, my age is age, my goal is goal, right? So if you print this string, you can see my name is Winner, my age is 3, my goal is to help people. So you can use multiple inputs also, very simple syntax. And now how can we play with the variables? Let's say this is the F string. I want to play with the variables using their methods, their attributes, their elements. So name is a string. What I can do is dot upper. I can make it capitalized. So it has been capitalized, right? It has been converted to uppercase. So you can play with the variables, access the elements if they are accessible, and you can access the attributes also. So all sorts of things can happen inside these two curly braces. I hope that is clear. Your question is not clear, Mohan. Can you please rephrase your question? Yes, you are right. It is escaping the next character. Yes. So if the next character is an escape character in Python, then it will be escaped. How to use R key with variables? Rohit, your question is not clear. What do you mean by R key? R keyword to print raw strings with variables. So let's try that. You want to use the raw string with variables. So let's try that. So let's say R is here and you have strings I will win, and you have variable also dot format, and let's say 1, and you print this. So in a simple way you can use this. So I hope your question is answered. You can just use R and print it like this. This is a raw string. And if I enter a \n here, you can see it has not been escaped because this is a raw string, right? Raw string avoids all the escape characters. So moving on to the multi-line F strings. I hope the question is answered. Moving on to the multi-line F strings. So a simple way, triple quotes, just like I had told you the multi-line strings are, use triple quotes and add your content. So name is awesome. Age is good. Goal is divine. So let's print this. So you can see winner is awesome, 3 is good, help people, win is divine. So multi-line f string created in a simple way using the triple quotes. Now alignment in f strings. So alignment in f strings goes very similar to alignments in format strings. So f string, and let's say this is the f character, and then the variable name, then the left align, and that's it. You're done. Is my name. So winner is my name, left alignment with 20 spaces. You can see this is clear. Similarly, you can add fillers in this underscore. So it has a filler has been added here, right? Similarly, you can do right alignment in f strings. Very simple, very easy. Just change the direction of the arrow and you get the right alignment. Similarly, you can get the center alignment just like the formatted strings. Just change the direction of the arrow to up. You will get a center alignment. I hope the alignment in f strings is clear to you. So I want to print raw string. I mean, my string has special characters. Rohit, your question is not clear to me. Okay, so you are saying name equals to Rohit. Can you please print this using R? So let's say your variable has special characters. So let's create a raw string for that. So let's say this is your string, right? And I just told you how you can escape the single quotes using the backslash. So I want to escape this character, and it becomes R. And if you print name, you can see this is printed a raw string. This is a raw string. And if you remove the R, it would have successfully escaped the quotation mark. It is not escaping that. Okay, yeah, it has escaped that. Yeah, that's why you are seeing this. Yep. So is the answer clear? So the thing is, first of all, decide if you want to escape this or not, right? If you want to use a single quote here, you need to escape it. And if you want to make it a raw string, use R in front of it. Very simple, very easy. So moving on to the 5 problems for today. So problem number 1, create a F style formatted string. F style we have learned today. Paste your solution in the comment box. Focus on the problem number 1. So far we have learned escaping characters and F styles, right? We learned to escape single quotes, double quotes, new line characters, and others also. Then we also learned about the raw strings. How you cannot, like, if you don't want to escape anything, how you can present the raw string as it is, right? And then you learned how you can use multi-line F strings using the triple quotes, right? So multi-line F strings using the triple quotes can be used very easily. So it is appearing that F strings simplify your life very easily. So we are focusing on problem number 1, which is create a F-style formatted string. Let me know in the comment section your solutions. Absolutely correct, Mohan. Your solution is fantastic. Let's just copy paste it. So creating a F-style formatted string is cat is the variable here, and in this line this string is formatted in F style. So my cat is blue. Nice. Let's move on to problem number 2. Create a multi-line F-style formatted string. Multi-line formatted string. Problem number 2. For the latest updates of all the coming lessons and tutorials, please join our Telegram channel. It's free and it provides you a lot of resources and updates about upcoming lessons. And there are polls also. You can request which lesson you want next through the polls. Okay, so create a multi-line F string. Let's create it. F triple quotes and then the ending triple quotes. So my life is beautiful. Let's indent it to the right by 20 characters, and then I will help you become better. Let's indent this to the left. 20 characters. I think there are more than 20 characters, so we need 50. Let's keep 30 here. Let's print this. So we need a colon and we need a print statement. My life is beautiful. I will help you become better. Left indent, right indent, everything in this same multi-line string. Problem number 3, print a string using escape characters. Print a string which uses escape character. Come on guys, you can do it. Come on Mohan, Rohit. You can do it. Print a string using escape characters. Okay, so let's focus on the problem number 3, print a string using escape characters. So print string I backslash escaped. I will win this match. So we have used the escape character and it has printed successfully. Create a raw string. How we can create a raw string? Very simple. Print. Okay, I'll wait for your solution. print a raw string. Mohan, your solution is absolutely correct for the problem number 3. Let's focus on problem number 4. Rohit, your solution is also correct for problem number 3. Let's focus on problem number 4. Create a raw string. Okay, so raw string looks like a great solution, Mohan. You are absolutely correct. So let's print this. My dog is beautiful. So my dog is beautiful. This is not a raw string because I have not used the R keyword. Let's add a R keyword. Now it's a raw string. So print tabular structure using F string. So in the last lesson we printed tabular structure using format method. Now you are gonna print tabular structure using F strings. Try that, and I know you guys can do it. Come on Mohan, come on Rohit. Share it with your friends, guys. This is totally free and open for all. So anyone who wants to improve his career, anyone who wants to become a better programmer, data science is here to help them. Okay, print tabular structure using F strings. Again, just following the syntax that we had learned last in the format strings. So first let's print the headers. So let's make it left align 20 and the header should be header 1. And let's add more. Header 2, 20, and let's add header 3, which is also 20 spaced. So Let's add the string closure. So this, we have printed the header successfully. Now it's our turn to print the entries. So let's create a simple list of tuples which will have all our entries. And let's say we have 3 entries and each entry has 3 values, and it is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay, so this is our list of content. We need to print this in a tabular format. So we will just create a loop for I in ls f string f string, and instead of these we will just put I of 0, I of 1, and I of 2. So we are just fetching all the indexes, values at all the indexes. ls is not defined, let's define it. And we have not printed this string, so let's print. So let's run from top to bottom now. So let's keep this line also here before the for loop so that it prints in sequence. You have to print it. So you can see that we have printed in a tabular format using the f string. Now if you want, you can align the center also. Let's say if you want to align this in a center mode, we will align this in a center mode. So now you can see we have aligned the values in the center, header 1 in the center, header 2 in the center, and header 3 is also getting centered. Now everything is in center alignment. I hope this solution is clear to you. Very simple solution. Create a header string, create a loop with f string, and keep changing the values. Okay, so are you ready for tips and tricks by the master? Let me know in the comment section by a big yes if you are ready for tips and tricks by the master. Okay, let's get started with tips and tricks by the master. So we have learned about f strings, we have learned about format method. What if we can use them together? Right? So in this syntax that I have used and in similar syntaxes, you can use them together. So x is one variable, size is another variable. So this is a f string with the brackets and then this size. So let me simplify this syntax for you. First of all, let's just print the f string, right? Let's just forget about the format. So if you print the f string, it is creating a string of this format, right? It is taking the size variable and then putting it in the value and creating a f string. So you might be wondering why there are two brackets, right? It's because 2 brackets is an escape sequence for a bracket, right? If you want to have brackets in a string, because if you don't use 2 brackets, it is already reserved for the f string. F string will consider it's a part of its syntax, right? So that's why we need 2 brackets, because we want brackets in the final string. We don't want it to be considered as f string syntax. Now, this is the string that f string gives us. We can just call a format method on top of this, and with a given parameter which will go to this value. So x is 10, and it is printing 10 with 20 right indent, right alignment. I hope this syntax is clear to you. Keep in mind, we need double brackets because we need the bracket in the final string. We don't want to be considered the bracket as a part of f string. This bracket is single because this is being considered as a part of f string. F string is fetching the value 20 here. I hope this is clear. Okay, moving on to the tips and tricks by the master second, which is unpacking a string. So let's say I pass a string here, and then I need to access these individual characters. So I can use string indexing. So at 0th character is A, so I'm putting that in the last. At second is 0, 1. At first index is B, so I'm putting that in the center. And C is at last, so the C index 2 is coming at first. So it will be printed CBA because it is like this. And you have unpacked the string successfully. If you remove the star, it will fail because index error. Where would you find other index? You need to unpack it. So to unpack it, the operator is star. Right? Now it becomes indexed with 3 values 0, 1, 2, A, B, C. I hope this is clear to you. If not clear, you can note this down. You can watch the video again and again, and you can understand why this is working like this. Now, take home assignment for you. So use aligned f string with a filler. This is the take home assignment. 1. Use f string by variable reference. Is it possible? Let me know in the comment section. So in this lesson we have covered escaping characters, raw strings, f strings, alignments and everything in f strings. Then you had tips and tricks by the master. So I hope you liked this session, and I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this session and you learned a lot of new concepts. So if you enjoyed this session, if you learned from this session, let me know in the comment section. And strings are not over yet. There is a lot remaining in the strings. We will start strings lesson 5 next week, and we will get done with this. So in the next week, we will learn about string methods, which are very important, and we will also learn about date formatting. So Rohit was requesting about date formatting. We will also learn about date formatting from strings, and we will also understand more deeply about strings in Python and master them truly. So Telegram link is in the description, Mohan. You can join it from the description. And all the updates about the upcoming lessons, polls, tutorials is posted there. So it would help you join there. So all the best, guys. Thanks for joining this session. Really happy to help you. Really happy to see your participation, and really happy to see you improve. We will improve. We will become great coders. That's my promise to you. All the best and have a great weekend. Bye.